Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Nako, para ito sa mga kababayan natin dyan sa Quebec. So apparently, nitong nakaraang buwan, July, meron palang in-enforce ang Quebec, restricting access sa child care subsidy to a certain group of immigrants. Anong grupo ito? Yung mga anak ng naka-open work permit ang affected. Kumbaga for a time, well, in-enforce kasi at ngayon sinuspend matapos itong batikusin. But Quebec said that, hindi daw dapat bigyan ng access to childcare subsidy ang mga naka-open work permit. Now, it has been suspended, as I mentioned, because of criticisms about it. Yung kakausapin po natin ngayon, meron po siyang tinutulak na petition calling on Quebec to permanently remove this policy. Okay, yan ang kakausapin natin. Nagbabalik si Attorney Renz Grospe. Of course, he is based naman po in Ottawa, ang kanyang law firm, RCG Legal. Yan. Hi, Attorney Renz.
Hi, Athena. Kamusta po?
Okay. No, thank you for for letting me know about this itong childcare issue dyan sa Quebec.
Yeah.
Ano muna ba ang logic, Attorney Renz? So why apparently I read in a report early 2000 pa existing na tong policy, hindi lang daw ini-enforce.
Yeah.
And then biglang in-enforce noong July, early July. I have two questions first. What happened? Bakit biglang in-enforce? Did something trigger it? And second, ano ang logic ng policy na hindi ayaw nitong bigyan ng childcare subsidy yung mga naka-open work permit?
Okay. So yung first, to answer that, okay, it's all about politics. Quebec they want to prioritize yung Quebecers,
Okay.
permanent residents, and citizens na naninirahan sa Quebec. Yung policy, sa open work permit, they've been targeting yung policy nila ever since. We've seen a lot of files when I started. Yung mga pregnant open work permit holders, if their RAMQ expired and then you don't have work, they don't issue you a renewal.
Oh, talaga?
Kasi even then before, other provinces ginagawa nila yung dati.
Mm-hmm.
Pero binago na nila yon after public outcry. Quebec stayed with that policy.
I see.
Also kasi in terms of politics, parang yung CAQ, yung current government ng Quebec, they want to focus on citizens. So
okay.
Parang binabaliwala nila ngayon yung mga open work permit holders.
Oo.
Pero yung policy does not make sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, first off, why specifically open work permit holders? Kung kung gusto nila i-prioritize yung citizens or PRs, bakit hindi lahat ng naka-temporary resident? Why open work permit holders?
Ang logic kasi sa temporary foreign workers, yung mga closed work permit, meron silang employers, no? Okay. So the employer they add contribution doon sa tax. Okay. And at the same time, same for the worker, no? Mm-hmm. And it's parang mandatory yun kasi naka-closed work permit sila. Mm-hmm. Sa open work permit kasi, karamihan din, especially pag women, sometimes unemployed and then they want to take care of the kids, yung the rest of the kids na nasa school.
All right. Okay.
Well, tas karamihan din talaga walang permanent job.
Okay.
That's the concern of the Quebec government.
All right.
Hindi katulad ng closed work permit na for 2 years or 1 year, meron silang talagang permanent job, no? But also even then, it does not make sense yung kasi karamihan mas maganda nga ang open work permit kasi doble ang declared jobs yan.
Actually, oo, yan nga ang hinahabol ng marami. Gusto nila maging open work permit, right?
Oo. That's why yung nila, yung policy nila does not actually make sense. No?
Yeah.
It's very discriminatory against
migrants,
against women.
Yeah, doesn't it violate the Charter of Rights, equality? Parang yun na nga, dinidiscriminate mo yung pagbibigay ng government services based on status.
Based on status and then based on gender din kasi most of people who will be affected will be women, di ba?
All right.
Okay. Based on status then. It violates yung section 15 ng charter.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the reason why it was temporarily stopped, no? Kasi there was a public outcry. And a lot of lawyers sa Montreal, sa Quebec, actually, that's what they said, no? It was actually possibly, no? Unconstitutional yung ginagawa nila na directive. But that's why I invite a lot of people. Actually, hindi ko yun hindi ko yung petition. It was actually a petition by a group
somebody else, but you support it. Yeah.
Exactly. I actually asked my clients from Quebec to support yung petition kasi ang daming maapektuhan.
Ito yan let me show you. If you look at if you check out yung Facebook page po ng law firm ni Attorney Renz, you will see it posted August 3rd. Ito po yan, If you want to support this petition calling on Quebec government to permanently, tanggalin na itong policy na ito, i-click nyo po yan. Ano ba ang status ngayon, Attorney Renz? So it was how long una sa lahat was it implemented? A couple of weeks lang yata, before it was
very short lang. And then tapos merong parang open work permit holders. And then nag-consult sa isang lawyer, and then the lawyer challenged it sa tribunal.
Alright.
And then nag-push back sila.
Okay.
And then yung Association of Lawyers in Quebec challenged it talaga. Alright. They sent a letter to the Quebec government.
Yeah. So it's still pending, kung ano man na nung
temporarily suspended lang siya. Temporarily suspended. Pero hindi naman yun hindi naman bago sa Quebec eh. Like, marami akong files na open work permit holders. And then they're pregnant. Tapos, it just so happened na hindi sila nakapag-renew ng Medicare card. Ang nangyari, ayaw silang i-renew ng Quebec. Kasi sabi nila, wala kang trabaho. Parang sabi ko, that's not me. Siyempre, buntis sila. Paano mo sila gusto magtrabaho? So technically, they're actually working kasi they contributed before.
Yeah, parang naka-maternity leave ba yung mga yan?
Maternity leave nila, di ba? I have a particular file na ganyan during the pandemic. Naka-open work permit siya. She came to me 2 weeks before yung labor niya. Tapos, pinagbabayad sila ng about $15,000 to $20,000 para mga anak ng private.
Wow.
Yan, napakalaki, di ba? So ngayon, ayaw silang issuehan ng i-renew yung Medicare card. So ang ginawa ko, challenge ko yun. And then, mamatigas talaga yung Quebec. Sabi nila, no, hindi yan work. Ang kailangan namin work. Ang argument ko doon, naka-maternity leave siya. So technically, she's a worker.
Yeah.
And second, it's freaking pandemic. Where can you find job? Kahit ba hindi yan buntis, wala naman talagang trabaho.
Mahirap.
During the pandemic. So, nag-no pa rin sila. Ngayon, ang sabi ko, instead na i-challenge ko yun sa korte, which will take 1 year, 2 years. So, nag-petition na lang kami. Public Court of Opinion. I was able to gather mga 1,000 signature. And then, sinend ko yun sa member of National Assembly.
Okay.
And then, on the day na nanganak yung client ko, na-renew yung niya. Medicare.
Aba, and with the help of that petition that you...
So that's why very important yung I think one of the lesson here now. Collective action works.
Yeah. Okay. Sige, again guys puntahan niyo dun sa Facebook page ng RCG Law And you will find the petition there posted August 3rd, 2025. Well, what are we talking about here in terms of yung amount ng childcare subsidy? Gaano ba kamahal dyan sa Quebec? Generally speaking, without subsidy, daycare is expensive. Yeah. How much are we talking about it dyan sa banda sa inyo?
Mura ang Quebec. Kasi nasa around siya ang upfront cost niya nasa 45 to 65 per day ang pinoprohibit nila. Pero pag subsidized kasi, pagkakaalam ko around $15.
Pero na lang ang babayaran. Malaking bagay siya.
I'm not sure kasi wala naman akong anak.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I don't know. Pero mababa compared sa ibang lugar.
Yeah.
Compared sa ibang lugar.
Actually, the way I see it, Attorney Renz, if they, kunyari, ibalik tong policy na to, no? It will even, yung open work permit holder na parent, mas pa nga siya mas lalong hindi siya baka maka-work because kailangan niyang asikasuhin, alagaan yung anak niya sa bahay. Because ang mahal nga ng daycare
Right? And also, it's very, sabi ko nga, that's why it's discriminatory against women. Kasi babae naman talaga ang
Usually
who take care of their kids.
Yeah. And I have a clarification. Ano bang pinupush ng policy na yan, Attorney Renz? Paano kunyari, dalawa, isa naka-closed, isa naka-open. Paano yon? Yung parents, dalawa, diba? Isa naka-open, so qualified ba yung anak nila o hindi?
Qualified pa rin. Magiging qualified. Yeah, possible na maging qualified.
Okay. Yeah. Can you remind me, Attorney Renz, what instances ba ang magiging status ng wherein TFW would be an open work permit holder solely, a vulnerable open work permit, yun ang nasa isip ko. PGWP na walang asawa. What else? Yung usually
open work permit.
Pero merong usually by partner yun na naka-close.
Or yung spousal open work permit, mga TRP with open work permit or bridging open work permit. Or yung may spousal open work permit. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck to your petition, Attorney Renz. We'll see, no? Sige, babantayan ko na to. Well, I'm sure you will let me know kung meron na ring magiging final decision. But, clarification lang sa mga kababayan natin si Quebec, suspended na ito. So, if you are holding a open work permit, meron kang anak, continuous pa rin, okay? You can bring them there sa daycare and you will still get your subsidy. Dapat.
Yung petition gusto niya permanently, no?
Yeah.
Revoke na yun.
Okay. And then, before I go, Attorney Renz, one thing with Quebec, I read somewhere, when a policy is implemented in Quebec, there is a chance that it could be followed by other provinces. Although you mentioned earlier, nauna na rin pala, nangyari na rin to dati sa mga ibang provinces, pero they permanently scrapped it.
Yeah, binago nila yung batas nila.
Yeah. So right now, yung sinasabi kong susunod yung iba, siguro naman hindi siya mangyayari sa ibang probinsya.
There's a possibility, especially if mas mag-surge yung sentiment na Canadian first.
Oh my, naku po, kailangan pala talagang bantayan ito.
So kailangan din bantayan. Sa Quebec nga lagi, they've always been Quebec first, di ba?
Yeah.
Yung parang nagiging basis nila lagi.
At lalo na siguro, I mean, we don't know what the court decision is going to be, but if it sides with the Quebec government saying that it's okay, talagang baka nga, sumunod yung ibang probinsya. Diba? Hindi siya impossible.
Possible, yeah.
Oh my. Okay, well, definitely we will watch out for developments tungkol dito. But for now, we will end this discussion here. Attorney Renz, thank you so much. Yung gumagapang po dyan sa baba, yan po ang email ni Attorney Renz if you wanna consult with him or ask him about this topic or other matters pertaining to your immigration status. Thank you, Attorney Renz. Okay, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!